Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Anthony Reviews, where Anthony reviews. And today we're going to be taking a little bit of a look back on an older figure, the DC Direct Batman Arkham Asylum Batman figure. Now, this is something I've been wanting to have in my collection for quite some time now, and I'm pretty happy to finally have it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Back in 2011, the climate of DC action figures was very different than it is today. DC Universe Classics figures from Mattel were flourishing on store shelves of Walmarts and Targets everywhere. While those toys offered articulated and basic branding for all ages, within the comic book stores existed figures specifically aimed at adult collectors. Before DC Collectibles today, there was DC Direct, a line less focused on articulation and the sheer quantity of characters, and more so on the sculpt quality and design accuracy. These figures would adapt whatever art style or specific look they could to give fans the feeling of buying an action figure right from the source. A direct translation. DC Direct. Then, in 2009, a video game known as Batman Arkham Asylum was released. And while no figures were immediately released alongside this game, DC was able to get the hype train with the sequel Arkham City announced. DC Direct then went on to release 2 waves of figures and even a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive a year prior to get fans excited. This gave fans the perfect chance to own the characters from one of the most influential recent entries of the Batman mythos. If you're gonna get just one figure from this line, it's gotta be Batman, right? I mean, this is his game, his franchise, so you gotta get the Dark Knight himself. I've always had a strong connection with the Arkham franchise. The series started when I was first starting high school. On top of that, this was around the time I started collecting action figures as well. Unfortunately, when this figure initially was released, I never got the chance to pick it up. Now, nearly a decade later, I have it in my collection, and I couldn't be happier with it. The figure looks exactly like the character from the game. I've always loved the mix of armor and comic book accuracy here. It's not too far like some other adaptations, but still fits the world well. Later Arkham games, like Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight, would move away from this style. While I do like those designs, there's something about this that I really love. To me, this suit says, yes, it's a bit more mature and darker than the usual we have, but he still has underwear, so have fun with it. The incredible paint and sculpted details are truly what make this figure excellent in my opinion. As stated, you weren't meant to buy these for the articulation and posability. While this figure certainly isn't a statue, he's not going to reach the same lengths as other offerings. Small details like the gauntlet straps and small rivets on the torso here just look amazing. Another detail I love is the color choice. While playing the game, you wouldn't be able to really see it, but here you can see that there's a nice dark blue across the cowl, gauntlet, and other pieces. The way it's clear that it's a separate piece from the cowl is also an interesting and unique choice, and one that I like for this version of Batman. The cherry on top of this beefy bat cake is the accessory it comes with. Well, there's a base as well, but the main one is the Batarang. If you've played the game, you'll know just how often Batarangs are used, so for this Batman to come with one is just perfect. It even comes articulated, which is pretty unique for Batarangs. Now, this figure isn't exactly available in every store, so to get it is going to be a bit harder. The Arkham figures have really jumped in price over the years as well. If you like the Arkham series, then I would suggest tracking this down and paying a reasonable price for it. I'm certainly happy to have this rendition of the Dark Knight in my collection. Well, there you guys go. Those were my thoughts on DC Direct's Batman Arkham Asylum Batman figure. Now, feel free to go ahead and check out some other videos if you like this one. And also, tell me what you guys think of the Arkham franchise or other Arkham figures down in the comments below. You can subscribe, you can check me out on social media, at Anthony Lantern on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, I didn't even mention the fact that I'm in a different sort of space right now, but it doesn't matter now, does it? So, there you guys go. Hope you enjoy. Take care.